Live from a secret location somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, it's Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We'll look back. Live from a secret location somewhere in northeast Wisconsin, it's Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. We'll look back on how the Packers fared with our co-host Allen Lazard. We'll talk football. We'll take a peek at what's next on the schedule, and we'll have our usual fun too. We're ready. Allen's ready. Are you ready? It's time to get started. Let's open the doors and welcome to Clubhouse Live!
Yes, sir. It is Clubhouse Live, the virtual show. Still virtual. Still in our bubble. Must be Monday night. Must be another Victory Monday. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Huge virtual crowd here. Still high atop the world, 10th floor, somewhere in our secret location. Can't give that away yet. Maybe at the end of the season. But I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network, Wisconsin. Hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving dinner and break. But it is time to get back to it. So we may be virtual, but I'm going to ask it anyway because it is tradition typically when we are in front of a live studio audience. But how is everybody doing tonight? Let me hear you loud and proud. Let me hear those Clubhouse Live cheers again. Yeah. We'll talk about Sunday night's big game here in a minute, but it is the worst part of the show normally. But tonight it's maybe the best part of the show. It is when I have to introduce the other member of our Clubhouse Live crew. It is none other than Chicago Bears fan, Ricardo Arguello. Oh, I hate you.
That's very hard. That's very harsh.
Yes, and it just stops.
That sounded like a Rocky IV when they were booing Drago. It was
the crowd just stops. I'm dying. Well, they're in a great mood tonight after what happened to your Bears. Now, this is usually the Bears Minute, Ricardo, but you don't have time to talk about
I don't have
Chicago
time, nor
Bears.
do I want to talk, but Coach Ditka, not happy. Not happy. I don't want to talk about our bread. Move on.
Well, you know what? We're going to move on.
Oh,
hey,
yes.
Give me on the camera here. There it is. Ricardo said if the Bears lost to the Packers, he would have to wear the cheese head. So put it on your head, Ricardo, and wear that for the rest of the show and wear it with pride.
First off, I have to have Coach Ditka look away. I don't want him seeing this. Sorry, Coach.
Yes, paying off the bet. A lot of people out there that didn't think you would pay it off because you never ate the chili with noodles.
I did eat the chili.
And there it stops, just like that. All right, enough with you. You're paying off your bet. We'll talk about the chili with noodles here in a little bit. But let's talk about this. How about Packers 41, Bears 25? I know the crowd loves that.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Packers hit the century mark against their longtime but hapless rivals as they earned win number 100 over the Bears in what turned out to be a Sunday night rout at Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers, boy, how about that guy? 4 touchdown passes, all to different guys, and surpassing 50,000 passing yards for his illustrious career. Overall, the Packers offense, 393 total yards, a total that included, Ricardo, 182 yards on the ground. Scored touchdowns on their only 3 true drives of the first half. One of those Rodgers TDs was to our guy, Allen Lazard. How about that? A 2-yard score late in the first half. Yes, sir. As the Lizard did a Lambeau leap, flexing his muscles up there. Defense had a big night as well, turning 3 takeaways into touchdowns. Preston Smith finished with a sack and a fumble recovery for a score. And Darnell Savage, 2 picks for the young safety back there. So Green Bay led 41-10, Ricardo, at one point in the third quarter. Packers now hold a commanding 3-game lead in the NFC North. That's 8 in the wagon.
5 left. With
5 still lagging. So let's get him back. Happy Vince is here. Everybody loves Happy Vince. Vince loves nothing more than beating the Chicago Bears. And he loves it when his players are here. And starting off, first and foremost, is our co-host. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver, Allen Lazard. He's out there somewhere in virtual land. Where is Allen Lazard? There he is, hanging out in his house. Still waiting for that invite, by the way. And check out who's hanging out. Check out who's hanging out with the Lizard tonight. It is Green Bay Packers rookie quarterback. It's Jordan Love. He's out there, too. Look at Jordan hanging out and chilling. Why are they laughing? That's not a joke. I think we got to get our sound guy here. There's a cat. Ricardo, before we get the guys on, it's a virtual show but an interactive show.
It is. So we invite your comments and questions through the live chat. Can be found online next to our video viewer. Hey, our guy, Jake Prinzen, he's monitoring that chat, Brett. He'll relay those comments and questions right over to us.
Yes, hashtag again is Clubhouse. Use it if you're on Twitter. Follow us at PC Bretzi, at PC Ricardo, at Allen Lazard, and Jordan is at Jordan3Love. And give us a like on Facebook, please. Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. I've got the Bears welcome mat still in front of the stage. I was stepping all over it here.
Brett, can I take this off now?
No.
What?
You keep that on.
I thought it was just in the beginning.
No, you keep it on. I'm already getting tweets from angry Packer fans saying you never pay off your bets.
I do.
Our co-host is in his third NFL season, mostly with the Packers. He catches passes. He makes plays. He scores touchdowns. He blocks for touchdowns. He executes perfect somersaults on first down dives after catching balls. And he just about gave me a heart attack when he went down yesterday at Lambeau Field. I was freaking out. We were talking about that before the show. Let's get him up here. It is our co-host, Green Bay Packers wide receiver, number 13, Allen, the Lizard, Lazard. There we got the applause. We got his music. That's Allen's music now. That was from Halloween. He's dancing. He must be feeling okay. Everybody's worried. We're just going to have a full show of Allen dancing tonight. That's, more people would probably rather watch that than listen to me asking him questions. Allen, can you hear us? Oh, we can't hear Allen yet. We got him now?
Can you hear me now?
There we go. We got you.
Yes.
Good. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm good. Yeah, good seeing you guys too, especially Ricardo.
Yeah. Stop. He looks good in that cheese head, doesn't he? There he is.
Very, very fitting for the day.
Yes. He wanted to take it off already, but no, we're going to keep that on. Before we get started with the show, again, stick around. We got another Allen Lazard signed canvas print keyword to announce at the end of the show. So you can't be leaving the show early. And why would you, by the way? Best Packers show out there, I think. Let's get this out of the way. Do you, Allen Lazard, the Lizard, have a message for Ricardo?
Oh, come on.
My message to Ricardo. I mean, I believe we kind of talked about this week 6 when he was feeling super hot, super aggressive, thought everything was the bee's knees, but I reminded them that, it was only week 6 and it's a long season. So, like he had said previously, we still have another game versus those guys in Chicago again. So still have a lot more to do. But as far as today, the hat or the cheese head looks good on him.
Okay.
Hey, I'll say I'm surprised that he used the term bee's knees.
I like it.
I do too. That's a throwback.
Very intellectual,
he is.
Allen Lazard. He knows his stuff. Well, everyone wanted to know. Yeah. Everyone wanted to know on Twitter, is all over social media, of course, during the game and after the game. But how are you feeling? Jalen Johnson giving you a clean hit, legal hit, but a very hard hit, crumpled down to the turf. As your side buddy, as your co-host, I was on my hands and knees praying to the Lord or whoever would listen to me up there to make sure that he was okay. Are you okay?
I am. I'm doing fine. I'm very well and okay today. Just got the wind knocked out of me. For the most part, what I described it as, it felt like I was trying to breathe out of a toothpick. So it was very hard when I got hit to breathe and everything. But once I caught my breath, I was fine and could have came back into the game. But coaches, doctors, trainers, we all decided that it probably just wasn't necessarily given the timing of the game and everything. So feel great today, and I'll be back out there next Sunday. So no worries.
That's an interesting way to describe it.
Yeah,
breathing out of a toothpick.
What Allen is nicely trying to say was that the Packers were up so much on the Bears, they didn't need him. They didn't need him, Ricardo.
I guess not.
Give him the night off. Let them relax and take it easy, get ready for Philly. How's that make you feel?
Yep.
I don't have any feelings at all.
Well, I tell you what, maybe show a photo of that, of Allen getting tackled there. We got a couple of our great photographers there taking that shot from the rookie. Allen, at that precise moment, what's going on in your mind?
Well, given the whole play design and everything, I was running across the field, and knowing that the ball was coming to me, usually means that it's a certain type of coverage, and I kind of know what's out in front of me. So when I was running very high and expecting to catch the ball and to head up field after that, and obviously make a move on the defender and score. So when I had gotten hit, that half a second it took me to hit the ground, it felt like 20 hours of just trying to figure out what happened, who hit me, where he came from and everything. And then more importantly, where my next breath was coming from.
Mm-hmm. Can you explain to us mere mortals what a hit like that in an NFL game feels like? Can you describe it?
I mean, it sounds very cheesy, but it just takes your breath away. Literally. I was, just running and getting hit like that. It just kind of just throws you off your norm and kind of just puts you out of your place and humbles you, obviously, given them circumstances, everything. But, it's part of the game, and you just got to get up and take your hits when you can and still be able to keep on going.
No desire to experience that, Ricardo. None whatsoever. I bet you your parents were frantic. Were they texting you after the game? Got to let mom and dad know how you're doing.
Mom was definitely very worried. My dad was worried as well. Had a lot of friends and teammates too, obviously. We're pretty worried and praying for me and everything, so I really appreciate all those guys. Well,
he's good. He's feeling healthy, Ricardo, and that's good news for Packers fans, the team, and us here on Clubhouse Live. You
Absolutely.
have something to say?
I'm glad he had a good game. The team had a good game, and I don't want to talk about that no more.
Okay. Ricardo's very salty today. Let's get Rosie. Let's get the other photos that were very interesting of Allen last night onto the screen if you can. There's one.
Ooh.
Yep. Let me get there's two. Still doing your thing in the air. And where's the third one? There's the third one. Allen, what's going on here? You're supposed to be on your feet, not doing somersaults over the Bears defense.
Yeah, typically that usually helps to stay on your feet. But given the circumstances, it was third down. I think we needed like 7 yards.
Yep.
And it was a hot situation, and kind of called an audible at the line. And knowing that what he was trying to get done and accomplish there, I knew I had to speed up my route and everything. And when I caught the ball, I was well behind the sticks and knew that I had to do whatever I could to get the first down. And at that time, that seemed like that was the best option and most feasible one. So next time I'll just try to land on my feet, I guess.
Yes, please, and please quit giving me heart attacks when I'm watching you play out there.
Bro, we got to give kudos to those photos that were taken, right?
Yeah.
Bill, no, it wasn't you?
It was Dan Powers and Bill Glasheen. Bill right here, our great producer and photographer for USA Today Network Wisconsin.
And
so
Hoffman?
And Mark Hoffman, too, from the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. So
wow.
Hey, what's up, Allen, with Eddie Jackson, though, giving you a little shove at the end? What's going on there? Why was it so chippy? Bears just can't handle getting pushed around?
I guess not. I guess it's just the rivalry that's brewed in between us, from the coaches, the history, the fans, all that. Just can't help anything.
Bear, Brett, did you know that it's the longest rivalry in the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did know that.
Okay.
And we've got some viewers watching from all over the country. I don't know if
Yes.
you saw that note. So
thank you for that segue. Yeah. They're watching from Tennessee, Illinois, New Mexico, Florida, and California, Brett, around the nation.
Along with Wisconsin,
of course,
and
Wisconsin.
A whole bunch of other states, I'm sure, as well. So, Allen, based on your observation, do you think that was as well as you guys have played offensively this season, especially knowing it was going against one of the top defenses in the NFL?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were able to hit on all cylinders last night with everything. And truthfully, I think we didn't even really get too far deep into our playbook. Just because we were hitting the ground running. When we were able to get our ground game going, helps us set up the pass game so much, the rollouts, the keepers, and once we're able to kind of get those things intricated as well, it's really a hard, deadly force that we have on our offense.
Yeah, that's actually, I'll skip the question, but I'll mention the context behind it. I was going to ask you about the running game. Best performance since week 2, 182 yards, averaging almost 5 yards per carry. Aaron Jones, I have the stats right here, 90 yards on 17 carries. Jamal Williams, 73 yards on 17 carries. And so the reemergence, as you noted, really can do nothing but help your passing game and the overall offense. So, and by the way, Allen, got to give a shout out to your offensive line, don't we? Especially Elton Jenkins. I mean, the guy. The only thing he hasn't done yet is play quarterback. I mean, and maybe he would if anything like what happened with the Broncos happens with you guys. Put number 74 taking some snaps, but he did good out there.
Not him. He did. He's been a huge part of our offense. Such a huge foundation. I mean, just for anyone to be plugged in place like that and play within the O-line, with any position, really, offense, defense. That's something way more than just a God-given talent and ability. It takes a lot of will and want to, and a lot of hard work to be able to go out there and play in multiple positions like that.
Well, thankfully, it sounds like Corey Lindsley avoided serious injury, so hopefully he can get back out there ASAP. But boy, what a luxury to have.
Well, when a guy can play 5 positions along the defensive line, how are offensive linemen not considered to be most valuable player candidates?
Ooh.
No, I'm just saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is 5 different positions. Each position has its own set of techniques and all that kind of stuff, and he's playing all 5. That's incredible.
Yeah, and taking that load at center where he's got to make the calls, and he just did it seamlessly. And give credit to John Runyon, too. He's doing a nice job filling in the rookie at left guard. So good stuff along that offensive line. I think Rodgers said afterwards they finished with 1 or no sacks in 10 of the 11 games so far this season. That's good production from the guys up front. Well, Allen, let's talk a little bit more about the offense. We've talked about this before on the show, but I think it's fair to bring it up again as now you head into December, the stretch run. How high is the ceiling for this offense right now? I mean, you are into the season, into the playbook, have a rhythm going. How much higher can you go?
Yeah, no, I think we're finally just starting to get healthy. Even if we look back towards the beginning of the year, we didn't have EQ. We weren't really fully identified as a wide receiver group in an offense then yet too early in the season. And obviously I got hurt. We've had guys up and down throughout these weeks and everything. But I think, last night was a good testament of, what our offense can do at a full force, and especially within our own room. Having guys healthy out there, knowing what to do, playing fast, playing hard, and playing for each other. Like I said, we didn't really get too deep into our playbook last night and what our game plan was on how to attack them. So it makes me very excited to see what our offense can still do once we do get into those plays.
Tomorrow, December 1st, right? Stretch run, as I said, 5 regular season games to go. Does the mindset change now as you use these regular season games to kind of get into playoff mode, or kind of explain what you guys are thinking here with 1 more month of regular season football to go?
Yeah, every week, it's still that 1-0 mentality. You got to reset every single Monday. You got to be able to come back out there and to still be able to attack each week the same. And so that we are getting close towards the end of the season. Obviously, playoffs are just around the corner. There is a little bit more of a urgency, I would say, in the building with practicing within the games, studying, all that within our game, to get prepared for the playoffs and get ready to make this deep push that we plan on making this year.
Let's talk about this hot start, much to Ricardo's chagrin. But as I said, touchdowns on your first 3 offensive series, and then the last series was just a 3-yard run for Jamal, I think, to run out the clock. So really your 3 true drives of the first half ended in touchdowns. And you had drives of 14 plays for 75 yards, 9 plays for 60 yards, 13 plays for 75 yards. Dominated time of possession, 18 first downs, 213 yards, 5 of 6 on third downs. Crazy numbers. Why was it clicking, number one? And number two, how do you bottle that up and use it for the Eagles and beyond?
Yeah, when we're able to sustain those drives of 8+ plays, 10+ plays, 14+ plays, that really takes a wear and tear on the defense. And more importantly, it keeps the offense off the field, the other team's offense. So they're getting out of rhythm, they're getting cold, and we're gaining the momentum for that. So those long plays, those long drives, where we're still able to come out there, especially with 7 points rather than just 3, are huge to be detrimental to the defense. And like I said, it builds the confidence and gets us going as an offense to be able to keep building off of that.
A few more things, then it's time for our first time out, but we've got to talk about number 12 a little bit, don't we? I mean, again, a sensational night. Stats here in front of me, 21 of 29, 211 yards, 4 TDs, 132.3 passer rating on the season, 3,100 yards exactly 33 touchdowns, just 4 picks. There he is. And a league best 117.6 passer rating. Allen, we all see the arm strength, the outward lead stuff, but can you take us, what are the things that we don't see? How he commands the offense, how he commands the huddle, that just makes him another level quarterback?
Yeah, I think, a lot of things that people don't see is the groundwork that he puts in way beforehand. It's the off season, treating his body right, getting in shape for the season, knowing how to prepare. And really it's, studying defenses. This guy, he's played the league for so long, has seen so many different coverages, so many different defenses, knows the coordinators, knows the players very well, and knows how to anticipate things that, sometimes it's so far advanced, it's almost hard because, I haven't had that reps and I haven't had those experience, but this man, he sees the plays before they happen. And I think that's just, it helps you be able to make those big plays a lot easier and a lot more frequently.
You're up 27-10 at the half. How do you stay focused? I mean, what's the message there? Because you've dominated the first half. Is that tough? Is that tough to come out in the second half when you have a commanding lead? How do you keep that edge? Or how does LaFleur make sure you keep that edge?
Yeah, I think the first possession offensively and defensively are probably the biggest possessions at that point in the game. Especially when you have a commanding lead, you want to be able to choke out your opponent or be able to kind of put them away, especially earlier rather than later. So to be able to come out in the second half and, I think the first possession we didn't get anything, but we were able to get some momentum going after that. And once we were able to do that, when you're able to do that, you are able to put your opponent away and be able to kind of move on and to finish the game strong.
Last thing, we got to talk about it. How good did that touchdown feel, Allen, right? You're catching, you start out on the left, you kind of, I think maybe were you trying to chip Eddie Jackson there a little bit, and then you sort of get lost in traffic, weave your way to the right side, make that leaping touchdown grab. How good did that feel? And were you thinking about Ricardo all the way down?
No, I was not thinking about Ricardo one time. But two, it felt great. Not only just to be able to score, but be able to score back in Lambeau. Was able to have my first Lambeau leap. So that was a great experience, even though there's no fans. So I won't officially claim it as a Lambeau leap yet until I'm able to be doused in beers and cheese curds.
Yes.
So until that, then it won't be official. But it was great to contribute and be able to help my team lead them to victory.
Yes, first touchdown for Allen, the Lizard, since week 3 against the Saints. And speaking of those Lambeau leaps, there's a crowd. Apparently, as rumor goes, they touch you in places they shouldn't be touching you. I don't know if you want to be doing those Lambeau leaps anymore.
Family
those fans
show,
get
Brett.
a little forward with their touching of the players. So be careful with that, Allen, when the fans are back in the stands.
Family show, Brett.
I know. We'll keep it a family show. All right, Allen, let's take a timeout. Tonight's stat pack. Let's talk about number 17 again. I don't know if folks saw this last night. Davante Adams became only the 5th player in team history to post at least 500 career catches. Adams reached that milestone on his 12-yard touchdown catch in the first quarter, gave Green Bay a 6-0 lead. Adams joins Donald Driver, Sterling Sharp, Jordy Nelson, and James Lofton to form that impressive and exclusive group. Ricardo, some big names on that list. I know Sterling Sharp, so you're a big fan of his.
He's my favorite Packer of all time, besides Allen Lazard.
Yes. Adams finished with 6 receptions for 61 yards against the Bears, 505 career catches and counting for Davante Adams. So congratulations to Davante for sure. All right, Lizard, it's time for your guest. Is he ready? Is he ready for the Clubhouse Live experience?
I believe so.
Okay, here comes the intro of all intros. He's never been introduced like this before. Our guest tonight is in his rookie NFL season with the Packers, was selected by the Packers in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Our guest tonight is one of only 3 Mountain West Conference quarterbacks to be selected in the first round of the NFL Draft, joining Alex Smith, and Josh Allen. That's a good list right there. Our guest tonight started collegiately at Utah State, where he finished his career ranked 2nd in program history in passing yards, completions, and attempts, tied for 2nd in touchdown passes, and ranked 3rd in completion percentage. Ricardo, all while doing this in just 3 seasons. Our guest tonight established school career records at Utah State in total offense, 300-yard passing games, and completions of at least 80 yards. He has a degree, I should say, in human movement science. That's interesting. We'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah.
And our guest tonight is an honorary member of the Manning quarterback family. We'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. How about a Clubhouse Live virtual welcome for Green Bay Packers rookie quarterback, number 10, Jordan Love. There he is, the rookie. Good music for number 10. I like it. Jordan, welcome to Clubhouse Live. Where is he? I lost him. There he is. How are you, Jordan?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing great. But because this is Allen's show and you are Allen's guest, Allen insists on asking the first question of the night.
So, Jordan, question I typically ask most people when they first get on the show is, if I were to visit your city, which is Bakersfield, California, where would you take me to have good food? Where's the one place that you would recommend above everywhere else?
That is a good question. Let me think about that one.
There's got to be some mon pa shop, some Mexican food down there I know is really good. Some barbecue.
I'm trying to think right now, man. Okay, we got a good barbecue spot out there. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Hey, what's that barbecue?
Think of the name. How's that good?
Okay, hey, I just my boy Chris right here. Luigi's. It's an Italian spot out there. Top of the line.
Luigi's. Pizza?
Luigi's Italian spot. No. They got pizza, but it's more like Olive Garden kind of Italian food, pastas and things like that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Oh,
good.
It's always about food.
Hey, any place named Luigi's, it's got to be good. You just know it's got to be good.
There's a Luigi's around here, too.
There is. North side, I think.
Okay, so here we go. We got the food question out of the way, so we're good there. Let's talk a little bit about Jordan. How's a California kid enjoying this beautiful late fall, early winter, windy, blustery weather? Are you dealing with it okay, Jordan?
Yeah, it's been fine so far. It hasn't got too bad yet. I was out there in Utah in school out there, so I've dealt with a couple bad winters, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to that snow to start hitting.
Well, neither are we, and let's hope it holds off. It looks like it's going to be good for at least another week, so we'll see how it goes. A degree in human movement sciences. What's that all about, Jordan? And is that something that you might lean on 20 years from now in your post-football career? What's that all about?
Yeah, that was something I chose my freshman year coming into college, not really knowing what, all these degrees is about, what college is all about. So not really, I want to do physical therapy and, stay in something with sports. But that was a pretty tough degree. I took some pretty hard classes with that, and definitely glad that's over with.
Yeah, those first couple classes, you're probably thinking, what did I get myself into here, and how can I change my major as soon as possible?
Yeah, it was rough.
Well, I tell you what, let's talk about this here a little bit. The Mannings, right? Archie, Peyton, Eli. I don't know if a lot of folks know this about your involvement with the famed Manning Passing Academy. You did it, in I believe, in the June the before your final season at Utah State. An academy, for high school level quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, that sort of thing. I guess, what was your role as a counselor in the camp? We'll start there, number one, but it's a pretty interesting story, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a high school camp for younger high schoolers. They go out there, and the college quarterbacks pretty much just counselors out there, and you're out there all day just taking these dudes through drills and whatnot, and just different throwing sessions. Then you get to go out there and just throw with Peyton and Eli. So that was a really cool experience. Some I'll always have the memories from.
And what were some of the tools you took from working with Peyton and Eli? The article I was reading, stalking about you, was talking about enhancing your film study, just different things like that. I guess what did you take from your experience there and that you've been able to implement into your final season in college and now in Green Bay?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we got to sit down with Peyton and just ask him questions about his time in the league. And I think the main questions everyone's asking is just how he studied and became, the great player he was. And, he told us some stories about some of the work he put in prior to, each Sunday, all the games he'd watch and hours of tape he'd watch. And, it just showed me right there, how much dedication it takes for sure.
That is well known that Peyton Manning on a Saturday night, instead of going out and watching the movies, he's watching film. That's what he does every Saturday night. It's crazy. Allen Lazard, talk about your rookie quarterback here a little bit. Give us the scoop on this guy, the scouting report. He's a bit of a mystery. In doing my stalking, there were a lot of good stories, but I wanted juicy stuff. I wanted the dirt on this guy. We got to know a little bit more about Jordan Love. So what can you tell us?
Yeah, obviously it's been very, very unfortunate not having the preseason and everything for one fans be able to view Jordan and other players be able to go out there and showcase their talents. But one thing that I've noticed from Jordan, him just developing every single day and kind of getting more comfortable. Obviously, with all the external things going on, this is a crazy year and everything. And I think he's been able to handle everything very well, especially with the virtual meetings coming in right away and trying to learn a very intricate offense, especially with Aaron Rodgers kind of just leading the whole pack and having his whole playbook open and everything and trying to pick up from the little notes here and there. So I think Jordan's done a great job with his role this year and just being able to sit back and try to eat up as much information as he can.
Now, we were kind of talking about this before the show, Alan, but because of COVID and everything, there's obviously restrictions in place. But you guys had to have had some sort of virtual prank on the rookie, right? You can't let these guys just go off scot-free. I mean, is there any good virtual stuff that you've been able to do to kind of show him that he's still a rookie?
Well, he did the rookie talent show during camp, so it wasn't as good as before because with COVID rules and everything, we're in a bigger room, technical difficulties on a few things here and there, but Jordan and his little crew, they had a nice. I would have gave their skit like probably a 4 out of 10.
Ooh,
it was good. It did everything. Like they followed the requirements, but it was all right. There was I think Runyon had the best skit though. I believe he dressed up as Napoleon Dynamite and did his whole dancing thing. And Jordan would agree it was very well put together. But as far as everything else, I think him and the rest of the rookies have escaped a lot of the I don't even want to say hazing because it's not even hazing, but it's just just kind of a little bit big brother little brother teasing going on. Sure. I guess with that whole dilemma.
Jordan, are you okay? 4 out of 10? Are you going to take that from Allen Lazard? You have a response?
Yeah, he's definitely lowballing our performance a little bit. I would agree we did mess up on it, so I'd give it an 8 out of 10. But
there we go. Confidence.
Look,
what was it?
8 is too generous.
What was the skit?
Man, it was just like 4 of us. It was me, Josiah, Chris Barnes, and then Patrick Taylor. We did like a little dance from just a little funny video we found on YouTube. So we just try to do that. We dressed up in like some boxers and whatnot, and just try to make it better.
Brett, there's got to be video of the Runyon Napoleon Dynamite thing out there. We got to see that.
We're going to search high and low.
Yes.
We are going to turn ourselves into investigative journalists and figure out where we can find John Runyon's Napoleon Dynamite dance. Jordan, first-round pick, signed the contract. What was your first impulse or splash buy that you had to have after you signed that deal?
Crazy thing is I haven't really bought anything. I said the craziest thing for me was just getting the Nike deal that I got. With that, I got a little bit of money I could just go spend on the Nike website. And I think that's my biggest impulse. I just went on there and started spending money and just getting stuff for my family and whatnot and friends, and just started buying stuff on there. So
very nice. Humble. Yeah. Ricardo, if you could sign money for money like that, you'd have been buying trucks, cars, houses.
No, I love Nike. I would be buying a bunch of Jordan stuff. So
yeah, well, you're not. You need to grow up and be more like Jordan Love. Yes. Any significance, Jordan, to the number 10? I see you wore it in high school, college, now in Green Bay. Anything special behind that?
Yeah, my dad, he wore number 10, when he was in high school. So it's just kind of a number I started wearing. I think my first year wearing it was in high school, my sophomore year. So it's just kind of rocked with it since.
Sure. Well, you Allen kind of talked about it here a little bit, but all the rookies throughout the league, kind of behind the eight ball, Ricardo, with COVID-19, no OTAs, no preseason. So that's tough for any position, but particularly a quarterback and a rookie quarterback. So how have you prevented those challenges, Jordan, from becoming setbacks? How have you kind of embraced that challenge and move forward in your development?
Yeah, I mean, like Allen said, it's tough. I mean, not having those preseason games and, the chances to actually go out there and perform. But, for me, coming in, we had a couple scrimmages and whatnot, but, it was mostly just practice reps. And I just had to try and make the most of those and still trying to learn the playbook at the same time. So definitely think, just every day, just trying to learn something new every day. And, I have so far. But I think if I continue to do that, it's just going to keep getting better for me.
I want to ask this because this was, Ricardo, guys, a big news yesterday with what the Broncos had to go through. Really starting a quarterback who isn't a quarterback.
Right.
It was kind of a joke, unfortunately. But educate us, Jordan. How is the quarterback room set up during the week for meetings? Are you sequestered from Aaron and Tim just so that there's always one quarterback that is available should there be a little mini outbreak, or are you guys together? I guess kind of fill us in on the logistics of all that.
Yeah, no, we've been together the whole time. We started out just being in the quarterback room, following the guidelines, everyone, being spaced out because the room was big enough. But, now with all the stuff going on, everybody's been moved to, the big team room. And that's kind of where we have our quarterback meetings, just so, something like what happened in Denver doesn't happen to us.
Well, that was just crazy, Ricardo.
It was nuts. That was a cool picture, though, that we
Rosie
put
all three
up there.
guys together. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. If you have some online stuff, let me know, because I see some stuff popping up here, and we'll get the guys some online questions here in a little bit. But how do you approach running the scout team, Jordan? Or I think, Allen, you called it the show team last week. Just are you going against the number one defense, and is that kind of your time to shine, so to speak? I guess how do you approach those sessions in terms of your development, even though you are still job number one is to give the defense a good look at what's to come, but it's also a chance for you to go out there and throw some passes too, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Our job is to give the defense a look, but at the same time, our job is to, try and showcase ourselves. And we got the receivers out there, and every now and then we'll get some plays on the show team that, are the same as some of our schemes we got. So, Coach Ford come over there and tell us, hey, still a rep right here. This is a chance to, get better and put it on tape. So we just try to go out there and just do our best, man. That's all we can do.
Hey, Ricardo's kind of flagging me. You got some online stuff?
Well, we have one in question. Actually, it's a two-part question, and it's from JFA Ballin. He's like, what's it like playing? This is for Jordan, by the way. What's it like playing with one of the greatest to ever do it? And how much does the leadership and chemistry of Aaron Rodgers and Devontae help?
Oh, man, I tell myself this every day when I go to practice. Like, I'm really out here playing with Aaron Rodgers. Like, somebody, I grew up watching every day, every week on TV. So, it's crazy, but at the same time, this is my job now. I'm in the room with him every day. So, just, you gotta grow up a little bit and just understand that, this is your role now. But it's still crazy to me sometimes. I'll just sit back and watch and just be like, wow, this is crazy.
Well, we've had this question kind of pop up online. I have it on my script too. I'm sure you've been asked this ad nauseum, but we're going to ask it on the show anyway. But the benefits of not having to come in and be the man right away. It worked out for Aaron. I mean, he was a 3-year backup behind Brett Favre and got to ease into it a little bit. I know you're a competitor. You want to be out there playing, but this is kind of a pretty good situation for you, isn't it? Where you don't have to have the entire team on your shoulders as a rookie quarterback. Because, Ricardo, we've seen it many times. These rookie quarterbacks get thrust out there, and it's tough. And it's tough to kind of figure it all out. So, Jordan, this to your benefit to kind of figure things out, take your time, and let it all play out, right?
Yeah, I definitely think the situation I'm in is going to, pay out for me in the long run and help me out. But I mean, like you said, you see it all the time. Quarterbacks just getting thrown in there. Like, you get drafted, and you got to go take your team to the Super Bowl right away. And it is what it is. Some people make the most of it, and some people, it's tough on them. But I think this is for me. I want to be out, go play right away. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take this opportunity to learn from Aaron and just see what he does and try and just add as much knowledge to my game as I can.
We also have an online question from Tanner. I'll ask it, Ricardo. He wants to know, Jordan, what's your role during the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you see me on the sideline, I have to help, break down the defense every play. We have a little script. We write down the plays, every play, and what defense they ran, during the whole game. So I'm just over there breaking down the defense and trying to have juice on the sideline. That's really my job. If somebody comes over there, trying to help them up, trying to have juice and just get those guys going as much as I can.
In what ways, Jordan, did Aaron and Tim Boyle welcome you into the quarterback room with open arms? From what we all hear, it was a gracious welcome. So can you just kind of talk about that transition coming out? I'm sure that was a bit intimidating, as you said. Geez, this is Aaron Rodgers. You've been watching him since you were a kid. So in what ways did they welcome you to the team?
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely intimidating a little bit. I remember right after I got drafted, Aaron had called me and we talked on the phone, and that was my first time talking with him, and I didn't even know what to say that whole conversation. But since I've been here, it's been really good, man. They've both of them have been good teammates to me and just great dudes. And that quarterback room it's a lot of fun to be in and just be around those guys. But it's been a great start.
A couple more things, and it's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live challenge. But I'm wondering about this. In many ways, you three quarterbacks have a lot of similarities. Now, think about this. Aaron Rodgers, a bit overlooked coming out of high school, ended up going to Butte Community College before he transferred to Cal, and then came to Green Bay, obviously. Tim Boyle started at UConn, where he had some struggles, transferred to Eastern Kentucky, undrafted, worked his way into being a backup quarterback. And you had just the one FBS scholarship offer to Utah State. So I'm wondering, and you've worked your way into being a first-round draft pick. So in a lot of ways, very similar stories of kind of battling through some maybe adversity, some proving the naysayers wrong. So do you feel like, Jordan, there's a little bit of a kinship between the three of you and that your stories are in some ways very similar?
But yeah, you could definitely look at it like that. I said we all had to, bounce back from some adversity and didn't have the easiest route coming out. But I mean, man, we're all here now. So yeah,
all here now, and all here to beat the Bears again in Week 17, Ricardo, and go on to the Super Bowl.
We'll have another bet that week, my friend.
Oh, yeah. You're going to wear a cheese head. Maybe we'll have you dance with me and Gene at some point if we can hear back from me and Gene. Last question for you, Jordan. Ricardo, if you know this, Jordan and Packers rookie linebacker Chris Barnes both grew up together in Bakersfield, California, played on the same high school football team, right? So, Jordan, it's got to be nice to have a familiar face in an unknown city, unknown team, number one. And number two, how do you guys push each other? Because he's gotten off to a real nice start.
It's a heck of a team.
Yeah, I would say that's a nice high school team.
Oh yeah, me and Chris. I mean, we go way back. We've known each other since elementary school. Just been friends that whole time. So first, it's pretty crazy that we even ended up here at the same time, and it's pretty crazy. But at the same time, we've always been pushing each other since in high school to college, working out when we would go back home, and then when we both ended up here, we were pushing each other all off season, and it's he's definitely making the most of his opportunity right now, and it's great to see. So,
all right, good stuff, good conversations with the Lizard and with Jordan Love. But now, Rosie, we need some music.
Here we go.
Because it is time for tonight's. Here's the challenge flag, the Clubhouse Challenge. Let's do it. All right, this is going to be a fun one tonight. Jordan, here are the rules. This is a rapid fire trivia contest. I'm going to ask you guys each a question, 5 questions total. They each pertain to the same category. If you think you know the answer, you raise your hand and yell ding.
Ding.
If this was a live audience here, you'd have to ring the bell like that. But since there's nobody allowed in anywhere anymore in 2020, you have to go ding.
Ding.
First one that raises his hand will get an opportunity to answer the question. If correct, each question, Ricardo, is worth
1 point.
1 point. And then I will ask a bonus question of a point total that I'll determine to make sure Allen wins the game, because it is his show. Okay, your playing partners tonight, and this is what you're playing for, by the way. The winner tonight, look at this. There it is again. It's a very cool Aaron Rodgers blanket. So whoever wins this will cuddle up with the quarterback as the nights get cooler. And I've heard that these are very popular. USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scrapers.
Everyone should have one.
The runner-up tonight. So it's starting to get a little frosty out there. So, Allen, your playing partner tonight is Dennis Vosters. So say hi to Dennis, if you will.
What's good, Dennis? Let's get this dub, keep this winning streak rolling.
Yeah, Allen's on a hot streak right now. He's been playing very well. Jordan, your virtual playing partner tonight is Melissa Bjork. So could you say hi to Melissa, please?
yeah, Melissa,
All right. Jordan's ready to go. I had some very loud bell ring in my ear. Not sure what that is. But here we go. So they're watching tonight, and they're cheering you guys on. The category tonight, and it's very apt, is how well do you know Aaron Rodgers? Allen, you catch passes from him. Jordan, you're in the same quarterback room with Aaron Rodgers. By the way, Aaron Rodgers, Ricardo, 37th birthday he'll be celebrating on Wednesday. And Allen and Jordan, I'm sure you have nice gifts lined up for your quarterback. So, just kind of stay on his good side. Category, Aaron Rodgers. Here's trivia question number 1. How many NFL MVPs has Rodgers won?
Ding.
Allen. 2. Ricardo, yes. Score.
Yes. Allen 1. Jordan nothing.
That's how we play. How well do you know? Now Jordan's easing up in the chair. You can see the competitiveness ready. He's like, nuh-uh. I'm not going to get the wide receiver punk me here. 2011 and 2014 also on a very short list to win the MVP right now this year. Very much in the race. Question number 2. Speaking of MVPs, Rodgers can be seen with chief signal caller Patrick Mahomes in commercials for this insurance company. Allen.
Oh, Allen.
State Farm.
Jordan, what are you doing?
Jordan said it, but Allen was first with the hand and the ding. State Farm is correct.
Yes.
Ricardo, score.
Allen 2, Jordan nothing.
Now, Jordan, you can't answer if you don't raise your hand first. It has to be first.
I mean, I think it's a little lag over here. I definitely said ding before Allen, but it's okay.
Okay. Well, hand raise and ding.
Yes.
We need
hand
the visual and the
ding.
audio. Question number 3. Rodgers made a brief cameo on what popular HBO series?
Ding.
Jordan.
Game of Thrones.
Yes, there he is. Ricardo, score.
Allen 2, Jordan 1.
Game of Thrones. Never watched it.
Oh, you're missing out. Great show.
Yeah, I've never
awesome
watched
show.
it. This is a very interesting question. It's a true or false. True or false, Rodgers once punched, albeit lightly, Ricardo
Lightly?
during an appearance.
Ding.
Yes.
True.
Yes. I didn't even get to finish the question. Ricardo, score.
Finish the question.
Yes. he punched Ricardo on his butt
My
during
left
a memorable
cheek.
appearance.
He punched me very hard on my left cheek.
Apparently so. That's what
Listen,
Ricardo
I
keeps talking.
was Allen, Jordan, I was actually shocked that he didn't hurt his wrist because he hit it onto a bar
What?
of steel.
Oh yeah, your cheek is a bar of steel.
Yes.
Even Allen's looking at you
Yes.
like, yeah, that's an idiotic statement.
By the way, 3-1.
3-1. Aaron Rodgers, the guest in our 2012 season, also our 2014, but the butt punch took place in 2012.
I was just happy he didn't hurt himself. He could have cracked his wrist or something.
See, Alan, what happened was he went up to sign his signature on a mural behind the bar, and when he walked back, he walked past Ricardo. He punched him. Apparently, he punched him.
And only because I asked him not to throw the touchdown passes so much against the Bears.
Okay, question number 5. What team has Aaron Rodgers beaten the most during his Hall of Fame career? Hint, it is a division opponent.
Ding.
Alan.
I'm going to guess the Bears.
Yes, there's the bell. Ricardo score.
Allen 4, Jordan 1.
Okay, the Bears, yeah. He is 20-5 against the Bears. 19-5 in the regular season. 1-0 in the playoffs.
You're
That
bringing
was
up old
the NFC
stuff.
Championship game.
Turn the
2010.
page. It's
Yes.
old stuff.
Okay, Jordan, you're still in this. A 4-point bonus question is coming your way, so you could still pull this one out. It's a Hail Mary. Here we go. Rodgers is a limited partner of what NBA team?
Ding.
Ooh, Alan got it
close.
up first. Alan, do you know?
The Milwaukee Bucks.
It is true.
9-1.
9-1. Allen
Wow.
Lazard. He is red hot with How Well Do You Know? Some championship music. Dennis is going home with Aaron Rodgers. He's going home
That
with Aaron
sounds
Rodgers.
peculiar.
Melissa's going home with the ice cream.
So really, there's no losers at all, Brett. That's winner, winner, I see.
Winner, chicken
Just
dinner.
Jordan.
Ooh, dominant performance. Dominant performance. By the way,
Thank you for the crowd.
I'm wondering if Aaron Rodgers can maybe nudge Giannis and kind of sign that Supermax
Yeah,
already.
let's get that
Bucks fans
done
are getting
already.
a little nervous.
Yeah.
Bucks fans are getting a little nervous. So, hey, congratulations. Alan, well played. Jordan, don't sweat it. Alan's just on a hot streak right now. And there's silence right now. Nobody has any
He's
comments.
not impressed.
No, he's not impressed at all.
He's salty. He's
He is salty. He's smiling. He's okay. Hey, by the way, I got a bonus stat pack, guys. Aaron Rodgers, 51 career touchdown passes and a 105.3 passer rating
No
against
one
the Bears.
cares.
And 50 career TDs and a 108.5 passer rating against the Vikings.
Now that's cool.
According to the NFL Media Research Department, no other quarterback in league history has at least 50 career touchdown passes and a passer rating of at least 100 against even one opponent. Rodgers has it against 2 opponents. Incredible. Incredible career. Fun season to watch. Okay, guys, last segment here. We're going to fly through this. I'll ask you both maybe. There were some fans in the stands last night. Did that help in any way? Did it feel a little different at Lambeau Field? Alan, I'll ask you first.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we would like Lambeau to be filled to the brim, but given the circumstances, just having those people in the stands, it just gave us a chance, to put our energy out there and for someone to reciprocate it back, to be able to make a big play and whatnot, and for them to get excited, to cheer. So just even having, I'm not exactly sure what the exact amount of people were there was, but just having those people there, I think, was a huge help, and we enjoyed it, and hopefully we can get some more people in there sooner.
Jordan, from a stadium standpoint, did you notice that they upped the intensity? I hear they were playing some songs. I know Aaron made a request for the roll out the barrel and the beer races. Did you see anything that the stadium and the Packers were able to do to spice up the stadium experience for you guys on the field?
Oh yeah, definitely felt a little bit different from the other games. But yeah, sure, I still haven't even got to experience a packed Lambeau yet. But that game definitely felt a little bit more juice than some of the other ones.
I tell you what, guys, 2020 can't end soon enough. Thank heavens we're going into
One
the
more month.
final
One more
month
month.
of the year. It's time to flip the calendar, for heaven's sakes. empty Lambeau fields, all this stuff. We're all tired of it. So, okay, Alan, it's the segment everybody's been waiting for. It is time to see something cool from Allen Lazard's house. What do you have tonight, Alan?
Well, since my sister complained to me last week that I didn't show her shoes that she has helped design for me, painted for last week. She actually made me this for, I think, my birthday last year, or maybe it was Christmas. But it's a picture of me, and she chose words that describe me to kind of build it.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Yeah, you can see that.
What is your sister's name?
Nice. Adia. Attyah. She's a
Adia.
junior at Urbandale High School.
Okay.
Back cool.
She's got some talent there.
It's one of my favorite gifts that I've received as of lately, and it's in my house. So
Maybe Adia could make a nice picture drawing of you and me, Ricardo.
No.
We could hang it in our house. Just kind of make one of Ricardo.
Me and you standing over Ricardo.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. With Ricardo wearing the cheese head looking all beat up.
Never.
I love it.
All right. Good stuff. Great show tonight. Hard to believe an hour has come and gone just about. So how about a virtual round of applause for the guys tonight? Rosie, the Lizard, and Jordan Love hanging out with us tonight on a Victory Monday, beating up on the Bears. It is time to go up north, though, with Mark Olenichik Realty. If you are buying or selling real estate in Northeast Wisconsin, contact the licensed professional realtors at Mark Olenichik Realty. Call 920-432-1007 or visit olej.com. All right, it's Packers-Eagles Sunday, Lambeau Field. Who are you picking to win this one, Ricardo?
Eagles are, they're playing the NFC East.
The NFC least?
NFC least. Bad. I don't see how they beat them at Lambeau. Even with 500 people, however, people are there. But, yeah, it'll be Packers by 10.
All right, that's worthy of applause. The Bear fan picking the Packers to beat the Eagles. All right, how about me? Check it out. There it is. The Victory Visor, pretty much unbeaten. The only time it hasn't worked out is when we've either had the technical difficulty or we didn't do a show Monday night. So there it is. I'm picking Packers 34, Eagles 17. Eagles host Seattle tonight, Ricardo, Monday Night Football. So they'll be dealing with a short week. Philly 1-4 on the road this season, and they're really struggling to get into a groove offensively. Eagles' only victories coming into tonight, San Francisco, the Giants, and Dallas. Green Bay stays hot offensively. Lazard gets into the end zone again for another score. He will be thinking about you when he scores.
Think about me.
And the Packers roll to their 9th victory
Can I take this off now, Brett?
this season. It's up to Alan. Can you take
Alan,
off
can
the
I take this
cheesehead?
off now?
Nope, not till we're off air.
Thank you. Yes. He has just endeared himself to the fans even more now to make you suffer. So
No, I don't like that.
Packers News app, Ricardo.
That's right. Thank you, crowd. With exclusive commentary, insider analysis, award-winning photos, and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. That Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone, Android users only.
Once again, thanks to our friends and sponsors, Olenichik Realty. Mark Olenichik Realty would like to thank Northeast Wisconsin for 40 years of real estate success. Put their success to work for you. Call Mark Olenichik Realty again at 920-432-1007 or visit them online at olej.com. Mark Mayfield Sports Marketing. Mark Mayfield, our friend, leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Got to always give it up to Mike Thiel of Eric Lives here for the intro and outro music. Hey, the keyword tonight, this is a good one, Alan. I think you're going to like this. And again, we're giving away this cool 16 by 20 canvas print signed by the Lizard. And here's how you can register. There it is. We'll continue to display a keyword during each episode of Clubhouse Live through our December 28th show. All you have to do is watch and collect the keywords. Fans who submit the correct list of keywords will be eligible and registered. From there, we'll randomly select the lucky winner, which we'll announce as part of our January 4th show. If you missed any of the keywords, just go to clubhouselive.com, check out the replays of the show. But I'm not going to give them to you, right, Ricardo?
Brett, what's the keyword? What's the
Tonight's
keyword?
keyword, we need a drum roll. It is, put it on the screen, Rosie, somersault. Tonight's keyword is somersault in honor of the somersault play last night. by Allen Lazard. So there we go. All right. Jordan Love, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's been great to get to know you. Good luck to you in the future, this season and beyond. Appreciate you. And Allen, you have the final word tonight.
Final word.
Yeah. Thanks again to Jordan for coming on the show. Always appreciate that. And for everyone else, thank you for tuning in every single week. If you're new, thank you for joining now. But I hope everyone else has a great week, and let's finish this last month of the 2020 year strong together.
Yes.
Well
I
said.
think that's so very well said. Let's have a good end. Why is that funny? Let's have a good end to the 2020 season. Can we do that?
Right.
And take that into January of 2021. So, all right, for Jordan, for the Lizard, for Ricardo wearing the cheese head, Rosie, and the crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, I am Brett Christopherson signing off. Be back here next Monday night, 6:30 p.m. sharp, as we celebrate another Packers victory, this time over the Eagles, with that guy right there in the middle of the screen. It is Green Bay Packers wide receiver number 13, Allen the Lizard Lazard. Hey, Mean Gene, take it away.
Go, Pack, go!